So you're charged with driving while your license is suspended. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. On April 28, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, a law enforcement officer initiated a traffic stop on a vehicle that was not displaying a license plate. The law enforcement officer made contact with the defendant and found that his license was suspended. The defendant admitted that the vehicle was not insured.
Mr. Dixon, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm now ordering you as a condition of your bond not to drive any vehicle whatsoever for any reason. Do you understand? I don't care what you have to do. I don't care where you have to go. I don't care if there's a burning building and you have to save 50 kids. Do not drive. Do you understand?
Understand.
This is an affidavit that you're going to be signing with me today, promising me that you're not going to drive. Don't do it. I will revoke your bond, put you in jail, and if it warrants it, I can have a contempt hearing. You could be facing an additional 6 months and a $500 fine every time you drive because there's an offense in and of itself. If you want to drive, go get your license, go get insurance in your name, and I will be jumping and doing backflips, taking this restriction off. But if you drive, there will be HE double hockey sticks to pay. Do you understand?
HE double what?
Hockey sticks. Hell to pay. Do you have the ability to hire lawyers, sir? Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Do you want to apply for a court-appointed lawyer? Or you're going to go hire one?
Yeah.
Okay. If you have any issues, come back and we can talk. I'm happy to give you a court-appointed lawyer if you need one.
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to have you come up here, Sortis. You're not going to drive. I'll get you to Victoria Center reset, and then you're out of here.
All right, Judge, next is page 12, Gutierrez.
I just did it this morning.
Ernesto, what's up, man? Great to see you. Come
I
on.
see you, Judge.
You mind bringing your client?
Yes, no problem. Come on. This is Edgar Gutierrez Barreto, Judge.
Speaks English?
Yes, yes, he's the.
No, I don't want to be.
Good morning, Mr. Gutierrez. So you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
It's highlighted for you.
Thank you, Your Honor. On April 28, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, a law enforcement officer was dispatched to a crash and made contact with the defendant and noticed a moderate odor of alcoholic beverage and red watery eyes. The wheel witness stated that he was inside of his house when he heard a loud bang outside and went out to see a vehicle trying to reverse out of his driveway with the defendant in the driver's seat. The defendant backed into the ditch and the wheel witness told the defendant to stop. The defendant hit the wheel witness's vehicle and a second complaining witness's vehicle. A law enforcement officer arrived and the defendant stated he had been drinking throughout the day. The defendant admitted to hitting both vehicles. A law enforcement officer found an empty beer can on the driver's side floorboard. The defendant was transported to the Joint Processing Center for standard field sobriety tests. A 4 out of 6 was recorded on the HGN, a 4 out of 8 on the walk and turn, and a 4 out of 4 on the one-leg stand. The defendant consented to providing a breath specimen and blew a .094 and a .103.
Okay. Any prior to WIs?
No, Your Honor.
License?
I do not have any data populating for the license field.
He does not have a driver license.
Mr. Gutierrez, number one, I'm going to find there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Number two, you're not allowed to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, I will put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Number three, you'll be signing an affidavit with me today. Everything I said to the other gentleman applies to you. I don't give a rat's behind what your excuse is. You Do not drive. This is an affidavit that you're signing with me, promising me you're not going to drive. If you do, I can have a contempt hearing, and every time you drive, it's an offense in and of itself, punishable by an additional 6 months in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Nothing in this life can you justify getting into a car and driving. Nothing. I'm going to have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. After that, I'm going to get you to Victoria. We will have you sign a reset. After that, you'll get with Roxanne for your bond conditions. And after that, you're free to go. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but it is your responsibility to stay in touch with Ernesto. If he tells me he cannot get a hold of you because you're playing games, if you pick up a new case, if you become a danger to my city, I will issue a warrant, put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand?
I understand, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mr.
Okay.
All right, Judge, next is page 16, Mendoza, come on up.
You are Patricia Mendoza. Ms. Mendoza, you're charged with assault, bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probably that remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor. 2024, Harris County Sheriff's Office was dispatched to 514 Salma Court in Harris County, Texas for an assault call. The complaining witness reported that her ex-boyfriend's new girlfriend, the defendant, assaulted her. The complaining witness got an email from her ex asking her to meet at his workplace in Harris County, Texas. The complaining witness arrived, and as she was getting out of her vehicle, the defendant ran up to her and started grabbing the complaining witness by the hair and punching her, causing her pain. The complaining witness was trying to clarify that her ex contacted her, but the defendant continued to strike the complaining witness and reportedly tried to gouge her eyes out. The complaining witness's ex-boyfriend was a witness and pulled the defendant off of the complaining witness. The defendant was trying to contact more people to show up and also assault the complaining witness.
Any alcohol or anything like that play a factor in it?
There's no indication of that, and I've spoke to the complaining witness, and it didn't seem so either.
We have a prior assault from 2 years ago, give or take. Any of these same parties alleged in this prior assault?
Different witnesses, judge, and complainants.
Okay, Ms. Mendoza, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case and not to be in possession of any weapons. You're also not allowed to have contact with the other witness in this case as well. If I find that you do, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you. I will protect my county at all costs. Do you understand?
Yes, but
This is not a negotiation. I'm ordering you not to have any contact with either of these people. Do you understand?
yes, it's just that he's my husband though, the witness.
How old are you, ma'am?
I'm 25.
You have the ability to hire a lawyer.
No.
I can have you fill out an application. I'll take a look to see whether you're qualifying. I need to know everything about you, ma'am. I need to know how much money you make, how much money you have coming in, money in the bank, cars, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and then we'll take a look to see whether you qualify. He's going to give you an application. I'm going to have you sign a receipt with Victoria. We'll have you take your seat in the jury box while we get your bond conditions created. Do not leave until you sign our bond conditions. All right, Deputy Miranda will give you the application.
While the defendants are, can I express some of the concerns from the complaining witness?
Okay, hold on, ma'am.
I just want to make the court aware of everything that's going on. Thank you, Judge.
Yes, of course.
I spoke to her yesterday, and she told me that the defendant's family contacts her regularly, and that the defendant contacted the complaining witness trying to get her to sign an affidavit of non-prosecution. I believe it's the defendant's boyfriend's mother that's been contacting her is one of her concerns. And she states that she's been threatened civil legal action if she doesn't drop this lawsuit. And the defendant's boyfriend's mom, she relayed to me, actually reached back out to her while I was on the phone with her yesterday and was attempting to contact her. And she wanted me to get with her after this court date.
You are not allowed to have any contact, and I don't want to hear that any other parties are trying to make contact with the complaining witness. If I find that they do, it is you that will be in jail at a very high bond. Do you understand? So reach out to the complaining witness, let them know if they hear anything else from any other persons, then we'll bring them back and then we'll take care of it.
Judge, thank you.
Okay. Please, and then if you can file all those conditions.
All right, Judge, next is page 20. Oliver, come on up.
Good morning, Mr. Oliver. So you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
I apologize, Judge. Can I get the name?
Oliver is the last name.
All right. On April 30th, 2025, a law enforcement officer was dispatched to assist an officer on Barker Cypress Road in Harris County, Texas. Another law enforcement officer stated that he observed a motor vehicle make a U-turn and spin its tires. The law enforcement officer followed the motor vehicle into the roadway and observed the motor vehicle to fail to stop at a designated stopping point at an intersection. The law enforcement officer conducted a traffic stop and observed a strong odor of alcoholic beverage emitting from the defendant's breath and person and red glossy eyes. The other law enforcement officer made contact with the defendant, and the defendant stated he consumed one alcoholic beverage at a hookah lounge called Golden Cadillac. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted. A 6 out of 6 was recorded on the HGN, a 5 out of 8 on the walk and turn, a 1 out of 4 on the one-leg stand. The defendant refused to provide a breath specimen. A blood warrant was signed and executed.
Ready to be honest?
No prior DWIs, Judge.
Sure. Can you run a full NCIC, please?
Sorry.
Have you run a full NCIC?
I'll run a fresh one, but from what we have here, I'll run a fresh one right now, Your Honor.
Any like reckless drivings, obstructions of a highway, like a reduction
It's just,
and a license?
no, Your Honor, we have a couple previous charges, but nothing related to that.
Okay. License?
License status. It's Your Honor.
Mr. Oliver, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I am ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you if I find that you're using. That includes marijuana. I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
License is eligible, Your Honor.
Okay, you are not allowed to drive unless you have a valid Texas driver license and liability insurance in your name as well. If you do not have car insurance, you are not allowed to drive, and that is a condition as well. Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
If we're going to give you time, I will have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, you'll get with Roxanne for your bond conditions. After that, you'll be free to go. Don't pick up any new cases, Mr. Oliver. Don't be a danger to my community. It will not go well for you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, come on.
All right, Judge, next is page 22. Ratcliffe, come on up.
Good morning, Mr. Ratcliffe. Sir, you're charged with assault, bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
On April 28, 2025, a law enforcement officer was dispatched to an assault call in Harris County, Texas. Law enforcement officer made contact with the complaining witness who stated she was assaulted by Jamar, the defendant, and a known Bloods gang member at a local food mart. The complaining witness stated she had a verbal altercation with the defendant, which escalated when the defendant threw a drink bottle inside of the complaining witness's motor vehicle. The complaining witness was seated with the door open and one leg out of her vehicle. The complaining witness stated she was going to call 911 when the defendant closed her car door on this complaining witness's leg, causing pain. The complaining witness then exited the vehicle, and the defendant began to assault her with closed fists. The complaining witness sustained a broken nose and laceration above her eye, requiring 5 stitches. The law enforcement officer made contact with the defendant, identified by his Texas driver's license, and the defendant stated the complaining witness struck him first. The law enforcement officer observed the defendant to have a black eye, and law enforcement officers note that he did not find the defendant credible regarding.
Did you say that he had a black eye?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Ratcliffe, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with this person whatsoever for any reason. Do you understand?
So,
I'm also ordering you as a condition of your bond not to be in possession of weapons as well. If I find that you violate these conditions, if I find that you're a danger to my community, I will put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you, sir. Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
yes, sir.
Okay, we're going to give you time. I'll have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, I'll have you take a seat in the jury box while we get your bond conditions. Once you sign that, you'll be free to go. Can you file this condition?
Yes, sir.
All right, Judge, next is page 24, Willis, come on up.
And Judge, it was no contact and no.
I'm going to where they live, where there's more people.
So there's no going to
Where they live.
this one.
You are Sharifah Willis.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Willis, you're charged with theft. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
And it was Willis, correct?
Yes, sir.
Judge, on August 22nd, 2023, 2 known employees of a 7-Eleven had stolen $911 worth of lottery tickets from the store. The complainant was stated that at least 9 tickets were missing and that they were worth a total of $911, and that the 2 defendants could be seen on camera removing the lottery tickets from the glass display and scratching them off without paying for it. The co-defendant and the defendant were engaged